Hey guys, and welcome to the Factually Opinionated podcast. I don't even know what episode this is. Episode 6, I think.
Maybe.
Probably.
I don't know.
And TimperTimbre is back. Everyone say hello to TimperTimbre.
Hey!
He's
Get out.
returned.
Nobody wants you.
He's returned from the dark side. Or
Bye.
bye.
Good.
Take your Macklemore poster with you. Anyway, I'm Nolanova. I am Nolanova. I'm joined by TimperTimbre.
And this is Rahlyx.
And we have a
right
guest today.
Guys.
He's a sexy guest. His name is Rahlyx.
here, down there.
He is down there, angled this way. Wrong angle, Timber. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And
okay.
he's repping
Hey.
Devolver today, because today is a special podcast day. As you probably
It's
already
time
guessed.
to talk about PAX South. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm there, and none of you came to get autographs.
I feel like you're looking into my soul, Rahlyx.
It's okay. I'll meet Notch one day.
But anyway. So as you can probably tell by the giant text in the topics section and Rahlyx's introduction, wrong direction.
Wrong direction. Other way.
It is PAX South Day, because PAX South was last weekend, and Rahlyx was the only one who got to go. None of the rest of us are apparently important.
Because
I made
tickets.
Neat business cards. Look at that. Oh, I'm moving fast so you can't see my phone number, but somebody gets a still and they can get my phone number. Whoa!
Okay.
Business cards.
Business cards. But anyway, so there were some exciting experiences that were had, but also, there were some awesome games that were there.
And I just played one of them.
So
I got some neat shit from Devolver. These things, including my shirt. Devolver was really nice to me. I can recap my whole experience at PAX if you guys are interested in that.
So basically, we're only going to talk about the cosplayers. the entire
Yes.
time.
Okay. Well, actually, hold up real quick, because and I took a creeper picture and I felt really bad about it, but it was like really good, and I was in the car and I had to take a picture. The first cosplay I saw was this woman dressed up as Zero Suit Samus, and she had everything perfect down to the heels. Like, it was amazing.
That's sick.
So she spent a lot of money.
But like, and I feel really bad about taking the creeper picture, but like, look, the heels are perfect.
I'm not even gonna blur that face. If you're watching and you are that girl, we're sorry. We congratulate your
Like,
cosplay.
it's genuinely like an amazing cosplay. And then the next person I saw was a Lucina that just nailed it as well. Like, there were some really okay. Let me just put it this way: there were some grade A cosplays, and then there were just like.
I didn't even try.
It's the Kanye clothing line cosplay.
No, it's the person who really shouldn't be wearing a spandex suit wearing a spandex suit.
Oh.
I'll leave it at that.
You were not gonna
won't-
say anything else.
Yeah.
No, needs no
And it wasn't a
explanation.
specific gender either. It was both genders I saw wearing spandex suits that didn't need to be wearing spandex suit, and I saw way too much of everyone, and it was gross.
Do you see that booty crack?
I saw everything.
Oh.
Dude.
Well, quick thing about booty cracks. You know that guy? Did anyone else see that guy that
The fuck is this transition? What? Terrible segue.
I'm sorry. No.
Speaking
okay,
about
so-
booty crack.
No, seriously. Speaking about that, the guy that took pictures of all those guys' butt cracks at the Magic,
Yep.
at the Magic, what was it? Pro
Magic
Tour.
Gathering.
Or no, it
Yeah.
wasn't Pro Tour. It was a PTQ. My bad.
Yeah.
Or Grand Prix, whatever it was.
Anyway, yes. This
he
guy.
he took a bunch of pictures, like, besides guys' butt cracks that were like showing at the games, and he was behind, and he's like right in front of him like this, or he'd be like hard styling in front of them. He got banned for a year, and pretty recently he got to come back to Magic, and he had one of the greatest posts I've ever seen.
You want to know what's funny? Or what's cool is that is the top all-time post on Reddit.com.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
It's
No, I don't think it is anymore.
Actually, maybe not anymore, but it was
No.
last time I checked.
But no, he had a recent.
all time is what food would be disgusting if eaten over rice. Ask Reddit thread.
But no, he had a reinstated, or he had a post about him coming
Oh,
back.
sorry, it's
like,
the fourth
I'm back,
one.
bitches.
Actually, I've got when you upvote, downvote, you now get a hit marker in Mod Dodge parodies. What?
So PAX South.
Ladies and
South.
gentlemen, Reddit.com.
So all right.
r/outside.
I ended up having to drive down from Dallas to San Antonio Thursday night before PAX South because I could not get a flight from Dallas to San Antonio. I fly standby because I have perks. And the downside of those perks is sometimes I just don't get on flights, which is a pain in the ass. Luckily, I have a lot of family in Texas, so it worked out pretty well. So I drove down and I made it there at like 1 in the morning, and I fell asleep, and I got up at 7 so I
That's
could get
fun.
ready and get cleaned up and find my way downtown and get the passes because I was getting passes off of Reddit to go to this.
Hmm.
Oh Lord.
So that was fun. So I drove around San Antonio for eons, getting my passes for me and my good friend that was putting me up for the weekend. But that was fun. But this has nothing to do with the actual PAX South. But here's my badge. It's really cool. I really love it.
3-day.
Yeah, you have to wear this shit all the time. They like anytime you go in and out of a room, they're like, "We need to see your badge." It's like, I wouldn't get in here if I didn't have a badge. Come on. But anyway, so day 1 of PAX South. I went to the Smash room, played a lot of Smash. That was fun. I was expecting a lot more. Let me tell you, PAX South, I'm disappointed in your Smash game. Smash 4 at least. Melee, fuck that. I'm so bad at Melee, I don't care. But Smash 4, I wipe the floor with people. Like, for real, guys, step it up. Next year, actually, if you're going to PAX East and you're watching this podcast and you go, man, fuck that guy, I could beat him at Smash. Fucking beat me at Smash. I'll be at PAX East.
Fact is this. You said that I could do like I could hold my own at it, and I'm not that good.
You probably could have. I honestly think you would have done well.
Cause like my Captain Falcon game's okay, and my
Captain Falcon.
And my eyesight, dude, that knee of justice, I got it on point.
The knee of justice.
I love how I can land it like pretty well, and then Gokul just like he tries and he does.
The thing is, it's when he's playing against me, he taught me how to air dodge way back when, and now he's been kicking himself ever since. That's my number one thing I go to when I fight him is air dodging. It's really good and it plays with mine. But anyway, so after a bit of Smash, I went down to the floor. There was amazing things on the floor, and actually, I'll send you some pictures, Nola, and we can slideshow them right here while I'm talking.
Ooh, pictures.
The floor was amazing. There was so much going on, and of course, PAX South is a lot more indie focused. So you have a lot of time to sit down with like the actual developers of games, and we'll come back to that. So first things first, I went to the Twitch booth. It was really cool. I watched some interesting stuff about 2 games that I was really excited about. One called Enter the Gungeon, which is a game where you have a gun that like shoots through time or something. I'm not clear on the premise, but it's a dungeon crawler bullet hell roguelike game.
Yep.
Twin stick. Yeah, dungeon crawler bullet hell roguelike twin stick shooter.
Okay, I've got some information on it here. It says enemies inside the titular gungeon are all gun-based. Bullets holding guns, shooting bullets fill the rooms as rolling sentient grenades pursue you.
Here's the art right here.
Oh my gosh, this is from Paste magazine. It can become a bullet hell as you weave between shots, blasting back with your own weapons, but dodging is made easier with dodge rolls and the ability to kick up a table.
Yep, it's really good. It's really fun. I got a chance to play it, and I had just a ball. It was so much fun. And then the other game that I watched at the Twitch booth was a charming little game called Omnibus. And I'm just gonna say it right now. Omnibus stole my heart. It is like game of the year for me. It was my favorite thing at PAX South. I had so much fun playing Omnibus. I played it for hours. Like genuine hours, but I'll come back to that.
So if
Twitch
you guys,
was really fun.
Just one thing to say that if you guys watched our last episode of the podcast, we talked about Omnibus. It's a physics based game. It's a physics game with PS1 looking graphics. It's a lot of fun. And if you guys want to check it out, the link to the demo will be in the description.
I'm gonna do a little review video on the demo and throw that up coming up pretty soon here. So watch that on the video.
And I was playing it right before we did this for the first time, and I had a blast.
It's a lot of fun.
Really fun.
It's quite frustrating, but yeah.
Well, okay. The struggle is you're playing with keyboard.
No, I wasn't. I was playing.
You got your gamepad to work?
Yeah, I got to work. It just had awkward controls for some reason. I don't know.
That's weird.
It's because of you.
Play it with a proper Xbox 360 controller, and
I
things
should.
should be fine.
I should. I don't need this Logitech gamepad anymore. I really don't.
You could probably pick up a 360 controller for like $10.
I probably could. I should go to like GameStop or something and do that.
No, go to McKay's, not GameStop.
I'm gonna be honest. I think the
Yeah,
Xbox
you're
One
right.
controller is better.
I
But
thought
it's
it.
also expensive.
It's
That's
also
true.
expensive. I would
That's
want
true.
the Xbox One controller. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like dishing that out.
I feel that. Okay, so
It's only $60. That's
Twitch booth, and then I went to the
cheap.
Alienware booth. Alienware had this massive truck that was like outfitted with neons and computers and all this kind of stuff. I had the opportunity to sit down and play Rise of the Tomb Raider.
ooh.
Ooh.
That game is pretty fucking tight, although I have one beef with it, and that is the way they've kind of changed it. And I don't remember if they had this in the other Tomb Raider game because it's been a while since I played it, but they had like essentially Eagle Vision from Assassin's Creed.
I don't believe that was in the original. Well, no. Yes,
Yeah.
it was. It was.
It was?
Mhm.
Okay. I didn't know how I felt about that, but overall it was all right. I fought a bear. That was terrifying.
Good job,
Um,
Leo.
Yeah, for real. So that was fun. And I was trying not to scream on the show floor. I was like, "No, bear, stop!"
I imagine you screaming like not
Oh, no.
Rahlyx not screaming in general is hard.
Yeah, it is.
You know-
I scream a lot. It's not even like a. Oh God. Chair problems. Chair malfunction.
Oh gosh.
Keep
Wait.
going. Keep
Actually,
talking about Rise of the Tomb Raider.
so you said Rise of the Tomb Raider. They had it at PAX South.
Yep.
That's
the Alienware booth.
that's weird, because the game was already out at that point. I think.
Really? Well, I mean, they were demoing the GTX, the Alienware one with like 3 GTXs in it. They were demoing that rig, so.
Well, I find it. What I'm saying is that I just find that very interesting that that was
You
the
mean a
game
rig
they
that like
used.
no one can afford?
No, don't
Yeah.
play.
Welcome to Alienware.
Yeah, for
Don't
real.
play. Okay, we're good.
But yeah, so that was really fun.
Trying to find the release date. Yep, January 28th. So actually, just before PAX.
No, like during PAX. It came out during PAX.
Was it PAX was the 28th to the 29th to the 30th,
I
31st?
hit my mouse.
No, it was
I totally just hit my mouse. I didn't mean to.
yeah, it was the 29th through the 31st. So yeah,
Yeah.
it just came out. You're right.
Interesting. I guess that's good. I mean, a good way to advertise it.
Yeah, exactly. So that was really fun. I played that for a while, but I got a little bit bored just because I didn't really understand where I was supposed to be going, what I was supposed to be doing, because of course it was a floor demo and somebody had already been playing. So
Okay.
Question
And
on
there's-
that.
yeah,
So how would you say the graphics looked? Because
pretty nice, pretty amazing. I mean, again, it was on the rig with 3 GTX 980s in it, but
980s.
Oh
Jesus.
gosh.
yeah, bit overkill. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to build that this summer. So
It's not that expensive.
I met a guy. He has a rig that has 4 Titans in it.
that's a waste of money.
Yeah, it is.
That's a total waste of money.
You can get a
Complete
lot
waste of
better
money.
cards for cheaper.
That's like
Than the
Not
fucking
better
Titan.
cards, but
The Titan underperforms to the 970.
the
Does it really?
980
Mhm.
is outperforms the Titan.
It's about on par with the 970.
The
And a
only
970 is about $200 cheaper.
the
Yeah.
only benefit you get
no,
out of the
way more
Titan,
than that.
the only
Titan's
benefit you get out of the Titan is the that's a lighter, is your video RAM, which really isn't useful for gaming.
But Titans are $1,000 each, I believe.
Yes, they are.
Fuck that.
So that's $700 difference.
You can get a pretty decent card for 200.
I mean, I got my 970 for like 310, I think.
Great card, by the way. If you guys are looking for a new PC graphics card, I highly recommend the 970.
Hey,
I
and
do.
we're partnered. No, I'm kidding.
We're partnered with NVIDIA, but we
I
are partnered with
wish.
Green Man Gaming. So once you get your new 970,
Go
to
buy
our
some games.
on our Twitch channel. You can get the link. Actually, linked in the
It's
description.
In the description
Yeah,
down there.
20%.
So after Rise of the Tomb Raider, I wandered over to the Tiny Build booth. Are you familiar with Tiny Build?
Not
I've
at
never
all.
heard of Tiny Build.
So Tiny Build is the publisher behind Speedrunners.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who
And
they are. Exactly.
They had a couple of really fun games there. I don't really remember the name of any of them, aside from Speedrunners and Cluster Truck. So speedrunners, it's been around for a long time. It's been early access for probably like going on 2 years now.
Yeah,
It's really fun though. I like it a lot. And so I played a lot of speedrunners as well. They had like competitions every hour, and so I was like, well, I might as well. It's
How
fun.
much did you scream and rage?
Oh, I didn't scream or rage at all. I
Really?
kept my composure.
Rahlyx
I
keeping his composure while gaming?
Yeah,
I don't,
for real. No, no, it was
I don't
intense
believe
though.
you. I don't believe you at
I
all.
really don't either.
There was one point in the competition where it was just me and this other guy, and he and I had been neck and neck through this whole competition. It was the finals, right? And it's me and him, and the box is like as small as it's gonna get. And the guy at the booth is like, "Oh, it's coming down to it." Oh, and I think I was playing as the chicken, Falcon.
Oh, okay.
He's like, "Falcon's gonna choke. He's gonna choke. He's falling behind." And I'm like, "Nah, fam, I got this shit." And then I didn't get this shit. I missed the grapple and I smacked into the wall. And he's like, "Falcon choked," and I'm like, "Fuck you, man. Fuck you."
Oh wow.
See, you
It was
didn't
really
keep your
funny.
composure. I knew it.
I mean,
So
for the most part, with the amount of speedrunners I played,
You were
That-
you were pretty
yeah.
tight on it, yeah.
and then I played Cluster Truck. That game's amazing. I should actually check my email because I might have gotten alpha for that today.
So a couple of while he's doing that, a couple of other games from Tiny Build. They have Snail Bob 2, Punch Club, Lovely Planet, No Time to Explain Remastered, Fearless Fantasy, Boyd, and Party Hard. And he got alpha.
You got into the alpha, didn't you?
I can hear the mic clipping.
Jeez.
I'm so excited.
Sorry, rip headphone users.
Yeah, was just- Yeah, you
Sorry,
beat me
guys.
to that one.
And then Spoiler Alert Collector's Edition as well. And those are all games for Tiny Build, all available on Steam.
Did you talk about Party Hard?
I have not talked about it, but it is from them.
Yes, I didn't play it, but I have a 50% off coupon for it.
Oh, look at you.
Comment now if you want it because I have no interest in this game.
I'll take it.
So in Party Hard, you play as someone who's really tired of the neighbors having loud parties. Instead of calling the police, you decide it's a better idea to kill everyone.
Oh wow! Actually, I
Using
think
your-
I might keep this then. That sounds
Using
like
your
fun.
faithful knife in the environment.
I think I might just go redeem that 50% off right now. Actually,
I just love that. Instead of calling the police, you decide it's a better idea to kill everyone.
Take matters into your own hands, right? America.
It's only $12.89 on Steam right now.
Make America
no,
great
it's
again.
cheaper. It's even cheaper.
Oh, it's because the sale.
It's $9.66. Let me see if I can
So,
get even cheaper.
so you'll probably be able to get it for cheaper.
For real cheap. Oh,
as far as
and
I'm concerned, discounts do stack on Steam.
so one thing, if you guys didn't know, the Steam Lunar New Year sale is currently going on. It's going on until the 12th, I believe. I didn't look. I don't remember. It's either the 12th or the 15th. I think it was the 12th.
I'm so excited to play Cluster Truck.
But
Very-
you have some.
very
We have some
excited.
awesome games, and there are some games that we play.
What do we play?
Rust, it's half off.
Oh,
The Escapist is down to $6.
Yeah, apparently this was a surprise because everyone's saying it's the first Lunar New Year sale.
It is the first
Lunar New Year.
over 9,000 specials
year-
right now.
The Year of the Monkey. So we have.
Blizzard's having a
Excuse me.
little spectacle thing as
So-
well.
Real quick, out of
Yes.
curiosity, how do you use a coupon that's in your inventory?
I'd have to
That's a
get back to you on
great
that one.
question.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I got it. I figured it out. Because it said
So
add coupon. Okay.
so we are ringing in. Oh gosh, there goes the mic. Stay.
I can't believe you broke it.
I didn't break anything.
I also have, I think I have 4 codes for 50% off speedrunners, so it's going to be even cheaper.
But anyway, so let's go ahead and move on to the next game.
Yeah, let's move on to the next game. So, okay, what did I do next? Then I made my way to the Devolver booth.
Oh gosh.
I love
Fanboy.
Devolver. And if you don't know, and if you've ever watched me stream, most of the games I stream, like honestly, most of the ones I stream and play in my free time are Devolver games. Devolver is my overall favorite publisher, as you can see by the shirt that they so generously gave to me. at PAX this year. And so they had a couple games going. They had Omnibus, and they had Enter the Gungeon. They also had this other game called Oklos, which I didn't get a chance to play, but it looks like a lot of fun. You play as a philosopher, and you gather up people just that are around, and you have them do the fighting for you. And it's really funny. It's like a mob control game where with one stick you control you, and the other stick you control the mob. It's really funny. It's goofy as hell. So I was really pumped about that. I think on Saturday, it was Sunday, the entire crew of Devolver, including the devs that were there, were dressed up in togas for Oklos. It's pretty funny. But anyway, so I got to play all those, and I had a chance to sit down with the developer of Omnibus. And we sat and we talked about the game for a while and all this kind of stuff. And really got to know each other. He's a really cool guy. Like, really fucking cool. So I got to know a lot about Omnibus. He let me play the full build secretly. He's like, "Do you want to try it?" And I was like, "Yes, I do want to try it." So I played a couple missions. There's a mission on there I'm really excited about. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Don't. I wouldn't.
Well,
no. Actually, you have. Did you sign an NDA?
No, I did not.
You did not sign an NDA. There you go.
Though.
Out of respect, I wouldn't do it.
I'm not going to talk about it, but a lot of the main missions of that game are so much fun, and it's the kind of game that is so much fun but also so frustrating at the same time. But you'll never get tired of it. You're just like, oh my god, I'm so angry, but I'm gonna finish this because I love this game. It's goofy as shit. There's a bus that is a fucking cow, like
what?
it's got the cow print, like a brown cow, and then it's got horns, and it jumps with A. It was amazing. It was so much fun. So I got to play a lot of Omnibus, and honestly, that's where I spent a lot of my weekend. Because as big as the show floor was, there was not a lot of proper stuff there to do.
Interesting.
There were a couple smaller things, and there were a lot of art schools. There was one group that they were putting out this game called it's like Nuclear Kings or something. Shit, I don't remember the name of it, but it used to be called, it's Nuclear Throne, that's what it's called. It used to be called Wasteland Kings. It was developed in the Mojam bundle on Humble about 3 years ago.
By Vlambeer.
I bought that bundle. What?
By Vlambeer.
Yeah.
As a developer.
I bought that bundle, so I had played that game a lot 3 years ago, and then I was wandering around PAX and I saw that and I was like, that looks a lot like Wasteland Kings. And then I went and talked to them, and they're like, yeah, you're the first person who's recognized that. And I'm like, how? Like, was this bundle not popular? Like, I thought it was pretty popular. Because it was right around when Mojang was getting really big and exploding.
Yeah.
So it was like, I feel like everybody would have bought anything with the Mojang name on it. And that whole bundle was the Mojam, which is their, like, coding party thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So one thing I want to mention on Devolver, because it was interesting when you told us that originally that you had talked to Devolver and gotten to hang out with them as some of the developers under their publishing arm. In all honesty, Devolver was the first thing you mentioned that I had heard of, because I mean it's kind of incredible how big Devolver has gotten. For those of you who don't know what Devolver's catalog includes, they have games such as the Talos Principle, the Hotline Miami series. They publish Duke Nukem 3D.
They published everything that's been put out. They published. They're a publisher. They're not.
Yeah, they're a publisher.
I don't know if they do developing.
I do not believe so.
I mean, they're called Devolver.
Shadow Warrior, but there's a lot of big games that I've heard of that are under Devolver that I didn't even know were under Devolver. But then
like Had a Full Boyfriend.
Had a Full Boyfriend. Oh gosh.
It's the pigeon dating sim.
Oh no.
Oh, I know exactly what that is.
No.
That game's amazing.
But on Ollie Ollie is another big one they have. That's not what
I played Ollie Ollie. Ollie Ollie is a good time.
On Had a Full Boyfriend.
I haven't played that yet.
It's cool.
Hopefully I'll get a chance to soon.
A buddy of mine had it back home, and I was like, hey, I'll try it out. I've seen it on Steam before and had a good time. It was the first one. It wasn't the second one, though.
But
fair enough. I've heard the second one's pretty good.
But
Continue.
They were what was cool for me was you say that because they were, for those of you who may not watch E3, they were actually featured as a major part of PlayStation's E3 press conference. And
There's a lot of Devolver on PS4, dude.
yeah, Devolver has a partnership with Sony. I don't know if it's technically a partnership, but they have an agreement with Sony, and Sony gets a lot of their games, a lot of the indies. So if you guys have a PS4, go to your store, check out your indies, because there's a lot of them for Devolver.
There's a lot of really great games from Devolver on PS4. Obviously, the Hotline series. Broforce is on it.
Broforce is tight. If you liked Metal
I didn't
Slug,
realize Titan Souls, which is a game I'm going to be reviewing soon, is also there. And Enter the Gungeon will be on PS4 as well.
So I'm sure you guys are sitting there and being like, wait, Rahlyx, what do you mean reviews?
So I'm going to start doing reviews. Maybe once a week, maybe more. We'll see, depending on my work load in the week.
the weeks ahead.
And I'm also
depending on my workload. I will be throwing out review videos of not necessarily just Devolver games. That's where I'm going to start because I have a lot of Devolver games that I love that I've bought for pretty cheap that I've been like, okay, I really need to put this out and go, okay, this is what I think of this game. I think it's amazing. It's like $5 on Steam. Go buy it. Or don't buy it.
And I am also going to be starting to put out some reviews of my own. And as I'm sure you guys may be aware, maybe not be aware, Rahlyx and I have I wouldn't say vastly different, but we have some overlapping gaming tastes, but we definitely are on opposite ends of the spectrum.
See, so to put that in perspective, let's take Halo 5. 10 out of 10 for me.
No, not at all.
0 out of 10 for me. So I also realized
Maybe not that extreme, but
yeah.
Oh well, you can edit that out. You can just put the V logo over my mouth and beep it.
do it.
Anyway,
Do it.
just have one of those awkward like the game of Nolanova.
yeah,
there you go.
like at the end of our truck full assault video with the Lord of the Rings crossover there.
Oh no.
Yes, Mr. Rahlyx.
It's over, Mr. Rahlyx. It's over.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Oh gosh. Okay.
That was a surprise to you. I remember that.
Fucking
Okay.
That game.
But anyway, yes. So
Flashbacks.
our differences in opinions on games is huge. We don't have a lot of similar tastes. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see his reviews versus my reviews, and also there's going to be a lot of different reviews. So you'll have indie stuff from me, probably more AAA stuff from him. It'll be cool. It'll be really So then
Then I
Let's
play
see.
video games.
Oh gosh.
I played a game called, I think it was called Moving Hazard. Let me see. Let me double
Oh
check.
gosh. So I know that was so I'm sure you guys are wondering why the Open Office logo just appeared on the screen. I apologize.
God damn it. So I played this game called Moving Hazard, all right? And this game is really fun. It's like a point holding game where you go and like your numbers count down slower if you're in the drop zone or whatever. If like your team is in control of it. And the other person's points go down faster if they're not in it and all that kind of stuff. So basic like hold down the point and then the point will move after a certain amount of time. And
King
then
of the Hill.
Yeah, King of the Hill, that's what it's called.
King of the Hill.
But it has the added interest of instead of a bunch of people, you can. I mean, the demo they had set up was 4 people, 2 on each team.
I'm sorry, what game was
zombies
this
thrown
again?
in there. Moving Hazard.
Okay.
So there's added kind of struggle of zombies, and that was really cool, and I liked that a lot. My one complaint with that game was the class system, though. It didn't feel like it really made a difference, and like, I mean, obviously did with speed. You had light, medium, and heavy, right? Heavies can't jump or run. Mediums are medium, and lights are fast as shit, can jump all over the place, right? But the struggle was heavy can't run or jump, right? So the second zombies get near you, you're swarmed, and it's difficult to get out, even with the machine gun that you have. So you'd think the heavy would have a lot of health, right? It took
Nope.
like 2 hits, and I was down. And I was like, that doesn't feel right. That shouldn't be how a heavy is. The heavy should be he should be a tank.
Heavy.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And the light guy, I personally felt like the light guy could take more hits than the heavy. And it's like that doesn't make any sense.
That
doesn't
doesn't
make
make sense
Be
at
the
all.
light guy the whole time. So that was my one beef with it. I thought it was a pretty fun game though. I liked it. It was good. They had a lot of Corsair stuff as their keyboards and mouses and headsets and all that kind of stuff. And I was
How
like,
do you like Corsair? Out of curiosity.
Corsair's all right. I come and go with them. I think I have something Corsair inside my computer. I don't have any peripherals.
You have the power supply. I know what it is. I remember.
No, mine's a Roswell.
I thought you.
A
Really?
what?
You mean a Roswell?
Whatever. I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
tired,
know.
all right? I'm still recovering from PAX. I am still exhausted. So,
I feel you on that. I feel
But,
you.
I
Travel's
like-
exhausting.
yeah, it really is, though.
Oh
Especially
gosh.
when we get to the end of my story, then I'll explain why I'm doubly exhausted as I normally would be. But anyway, so that was day one. Day two, I played a lot of Omnibus. Like, a lot of Omnibus.
Day one,
It was
Omnibus.
really fun.
Day
Day
two,
one was everything.
Omnibus.
Day
I was
two
gonna
was
say,
Omnibus.
I'm gonna say, did you beat like Omnibus in your time there?
No, I didn't play the full build the whole time. I spent
Oh,
a lot
okay.
of time playing multiplayer, which isn't in the demo, but there's a multiplayer mode.
Oh,
It's-
that sounds amazing.
It is amazing. It's a demolition derby essentially, and it is so much fun.
Yes, I want
It's-
that so badly.
It's amazing. And when you turtle, you think you're done, right? But somebody can hit you and you'll come back. You'll be fine. And it's really fun.
I hope you
uh,
know that it's gonna end terribly for all of you when you face me.
I'm pretty excited.
I'm gonna.
You don't even understand like the power I have with the grav bus, which is
The
another bus you don't know
power
yet.
I
The
have.
gravity bus, right? It has arrows on it, and you press A and it'll go in the direction the arrow's pointing. So if you're in the air and it's pointing upwards and you press A, you'll go higher. It's pretty fun. Or you can go down to the ground faster. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yes,
It's
fam.
really good for getting them combos up in free play mode. You know,
Them cambos?
them triple shams, the Americas, mom's cooking, all that good stuff.
All that jazz.
Mom's cooking.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Mom's
It was hilarious. I was talking to the developer, and he was talking about all the combos because I had a really good run where I got a lot of combos. I think my high score was like $120,000 of damage, which is pretty hard if you've played the free play mode.
yeah.
But I got like that, and I was looking at the combo list. I paused it so I could look at the combo list, and I was like, what is with these names? 90% of this is food. There's like the pastrami, the half sham, the triple sham, mom's cooking.
No, wait, was there Sham Wow?
No, there should
Aw.
be. Hey,
the
if you're
super
watching
chamois.
this,
The super
you know who you
chamois.
are. The super
You know.
chamois, sham wow.
The Sham
Those
Wow.
in there.
That's probably.
The Sham Wowzers.
They'd
He
probably
was
get
like-
they'd probably get sued if they just did Sham Wow.
The Sham Wowzers. I think that's what
He
it
just
should
told
be.
me, he's like, when you have to think of as many names for tricks as I had to, you just kind of start thinking about food. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I can dig it. Good old mom's
mean,
cooking.
Mom's cooking.
So actually, this is something I don't think we've ever done before, but I think what we should do right now is we should cut to the History of Omnibus trailer. I
Let's
think it's
not.
hilarious. Yeah, no, not like right now. You can cut it in, you dingus, but you can throw it in. History of Omnibus. It's hilarious. I think it's a good kind of like little plug for it. I think it would be nice.
That's
If
what-
not, we
all
can
right.
link it.
Okay, well,
We can always
let's
link
I
it.
could link it. If
We're-
if it doesn't play right now, it's linked on my face.
Hold
There's
on.
an annotation on me, and you have to click me.
Well, if you give it a second,
No, don't play it right now. I'm not saying play it right now. I'm saying just splice
no,
it in.
what I'm saying is, all right, guys, check out. Well, fine, we'll do it, guys. Check out the History of Omnibus trailer right here.
This is a story of perseverance. This is a story of determination. This is the story of Omnibus. Omnibus started back in '92 as a ridiculous idea from two of the greatest minds in game development. Originally designed as a launch title for the much-anticipated Atari Jaguar, Omnibus took the world by storm with cutting-edge polygons, innovative gameplay, and a massive marketing push with some of the biggest brands in the world. But as technical issues mounted, internal struggles within the studio led to delay in development. A minor setback for the project, but devastating to the millions of Omnibus fans that were waiting for the next big thing in video games. Half a decade later, Omnibus re-emerged from development hell, and the team at Buddy Cops put past differences aside to complete their magnum opus. Omnibus made an appearance at 1999's Consumers Electronics Show and was announced as a 3DO exclusive, setting the public transportation juggernaut back on a path to greatness. Despite unprecedented media coverage and pre-orders at retail breaking 500,000 units, Omnibus was unceremoniously cancelled. But this was not the last the world would hear of Omnibus. The words of legendary game designer Shigeru Miyamoto would ring true within the halls of Omnibus developer Buddy Cops. More than a decade after Amir and Jeremy began their Omnibus journey, their game was still not complete. Still determined, Omnibus development continues to this day with a return to the project's original roots on the personal computer, which now became the focal point for launch. Gamers, media, and even fellow game developers have set social media ablaze with support for Omnibus, as it seems the game, once thought to be vaporware, is set to hit digital shelves in 2016.
Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Great Moments in Vaporware. Join us next week for episode 17, Hotline Miami, Kart Racing.
Are you turning
And
it
guys,
on,
we are back, and nice Rahlyx.
See, I told you it's gonna turn on my TV.
I know I was gonna turn on your TV. I heard you.
What? Do you have porn on your TV or
Whoa.
something that you're not wanting to show?
Oh, I don't want people looking at my Netflix.
I mean,
Because you're watching.
Wow, that was a
Babysitter.
great trailer.
Hey.
I'm so excited for that game.
You were watching Babysitter
you were
on Netflix.
you were watching a porn trailer, weren't you?
No, I was watching Frasier.
You know, I don't. That's arguably worse. And no, I'm kidding.
That's
Fuck out.
that's
Frasier's
arguably
amazing.
worse than
That show's
porn.
My favorite. I love that.
I actually like Frasier. I'm just shitting around.
Your mom likes Frasier. I don't know.
Well, she probably does. I know mine does. So
My parents like Frasier.
good.
All right, so
So yeah, that was Omnibus. It's a history of Omnibus. All of it is true. All right. 100%.
you know, I hope we have permission to upload that trailer.
I will. I will text my buddy. All right.
Yeah, we got spoilers in cahoots.
We got.
I got some contact with them. Good friends. Of
Just
mine.
be like, hey, free promotion.
Hey, don't sue us.
please, God, don't hurt me.
Please don't sue me.
As long as you don't monetize it, we're good to go.
Oh, we are
Hey.
monetizing everything. I don't know what you're talking about. You see those
Anyway.
ads? Those are all our ads. No, they're not our ads. We
So
don't
many
monetize.
ads.
They're all ads
Here
of
in my
us.
garage, I just bought this new Mitsubishi TV. It's not Mitsubishi.
It's not a Mitsubishi. It's an Insignia.
I know.
I have this new Lamborghini.
I
Drop
bought
out
this
of
new
college.
Lamborghini TV.
You know what I like more than knowledge?
You know, can
New
we,
Lamborghini here.
speaking of expensive stuff in college, and I don't know where that came from, can we talk about how punchable of a face Martin Shkreli has?
I've seen that
Oh,
video on Facebook at least 20 times today alone.
It's pretty ridiculous. That's why it's on my mind, because Martin Shkreli has the most punchable face ever.
did you
I
hear
know
his
exactly the
responses?
status you're looking at.
I'm not
Alright.
looking at anything right now. I just came
No,
to
no,
mind.
okay, no. Did you see him in the courtroom?
I did.
What he
That's
said.
the video.
He's like, I'm going to respectfully deny, or what was it? Like, I'm going to.
I didn't,
Declined
see,
to
I didn't see the
respond.
video, but
Yeah.
he,
He's gonna
he
invoke his
pleaded
Fifth
the fifth.
Amendment, right?
But he was
I'm
sitting
gonna
there.
invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
He was
And
sitting
he was
there.
just sitting there, and he's
like-
just like this the whole time. He's just
Fucking
smiling.
smirking like a little prick. I want to punch his face in.
Gosh,
He's gonna
I-
get offed at some point.
you know it's funny.
Someone's
The internet.
going to kill him more
You-
than likely.
It's funny because the internet hates him. But you know where the internet's hate has been directed for the last week?
I don't want to talk about
The
Fine Bros.
Fine Brother.
I will drop out of this conversation if you guys talk about Fine Bros. You can talk about it.
It's a compelling
over here.
conversation though, in a
I-
sense that it's
I
like
have zero interest in anything Fine Bros.
I mean, I don't have an interest in it either. Did y'all hear about what happened?
yeah, they stopped. They dropped it.
They dropped all their trademarks.
They did.
That's good.
I mean, they were like, we
Congratulations.
messed up.
They managed to be considerate human beings.
Well, no, here's what happened is that Well, when you have a live stream on YouTube of someone's subscriber count going down,
It was so bad.
like that's when you're like, you know what? I probably messed up somewhere, and you got to kind of backtrack a little bit. And
Just a wee bit.
When you anger the entire internet worse than Valve angered gamers with
See,
paid mods. Yeah.
see, my thing
Forgot about that.
here's my thing about it. I'm not saying that they would have done something bad with it. I'm saying that no one should have that power.
I'd agree with that.
That's
That's
my whole
why
thing
that's why
about
we're
it.
copywriting or trademarking podcast. And
Yeah,
creating our
exactly.
own
trademarking podcast next week. We got it.
and our own service called Podcast World.
World?
World.
I don't know.
What the fuck is this conversation?
I quit.
I quit Vistinium. I leave.
I
Oh
quit.
god.
GG,
over.
I'm out, homie.
Peace. It's over. Oh shit.
Oh gosh. Everything is falling apart.
What am I looking at?
Probably
something at
Scholar's
the back of your
butt.
computer.
Oh, probably his butt. Let's be honest.
Oh no! Don't let me see all your things in
What
the
you
corner.
gonna do
oh
with-
no!
All that junk inside that trunk, or jeans, whatever.
It's like I never went anywhere.
He never disappeared.
I see your sugar glider, except I don't.
Yeah, you don't. 'Cause she's not there anymore. I moved her to there.
When was the last time she pooped
I-
in your hand?
I moved her to there.
It's been a while since she's pooped in my hand.
'Cause I
Actually,
remember last time she was on a Skype call with us, with
she
you.
pooped everywhere.
She pooped everywhere.
Yeah, she still poops everywhere, but not in my hands.
Everywhere except my hands. My hands are clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clean as a whistle.
So, are we gonna keep going on PAX? Cause you had one more day, right?
Yeah. So Sunday was a good day. I went around, did my last bits.
It's a good day.
I got involved in Elite Dangerous.
And you
I
played more Omnibus.
Yes. Well, I played more Omnibus, but I want to talk about Elite
I
Dangerous.
was joking.
I still haven't.
I
Played
mean, I played more
Elite Dangerous
Omnibus.
yet. I played a shit ton of Omnibus, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Okay.
I am a member of the Frontier program for Elite Dangerous now.
What does that
Oh,
mean
cool.
exactly?
So it's a profit sharing kind of thing, which is really cool. I'll explain it later. If anybody's interested, I'm sure there'll be a link in the description to the Frontier program and what it's about. I haven't got it memorized off the top of my head, so I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But either way, I got Elite Dangerous for free, and I'm not going to complain about that. So I'm really excited. I haven't quite dove into it yet. I opened it up yesterday, and then I looked at the time and realized it was 1:30 in the morning, and I went, I should go to bed. So I haven't played it
Yeah.
yet, but I'm very excited to get into that. So Elite Dangerous, that's exciting. And then I went and played more Omnibus, and then I played more Gungeon, and then a little bit of Speedrunners, and then I had to leave. So I went to the airport at 3:30 in the afternoon to hop on a flight.
Mm-hmm.
At 8:30 in the evening, I still had not gotten on a flight out of San Antonio.
Well, that's fun.
And I'd
Oh,
gone
great.
back and forth through security 3 times because San Antonio Airport, and if San Antonio Airport anybody's watching, get your shit together because you should fucking make a bridge connecting both fucking terminals. Thank you. I had to go back and forth between security each time my flight got rolled over, and of course they're in different terminals each time.
Oh, screw that.
Yeah, it was really annoying. So 7:38 or so comes around, and I go, fuck it, I'm not going to do this anymore. So I get another Uber, and mind you, this weekend I spent probably close to $100 in Ubers alone.
Oh God.
Yeah, I had to use Uber a lot. But I hop an Uber, get to the Greyhound station, hop on a Greyhound bus from San Antonio to Dallas. It takes me 5.5 hours.
Wow.
Was on a Skype call with us with the
Yeah.
Yeah,
going
we had a team meeting. I
Team
had to
meetings.
keep my mic muted and then just come off
because
mute when I wanted to say something.
when he would talk, it'd be like, and
It was-
it's just like I don't know
pretty
what's
awful.
going on.
I was in the back corner of the bus. I was happy. Nobody sat next to me, and I was on a Skype call. It was fine. But it was noisy. And
It was
sucks.
noisy. It was very
So so I finally make it to Dallas at like 1 in the morning. I fall asleep on my brother's floor for like 4 hours, and then I go to the airport and I sit there for another 3 or so hours, and then I get a flight to Nashville, and now I'm here, and I'm still so exhausted because that whole ordeal and the stress of the travel just like took everything out of me, and I'm just dead now.
He's dead inside.
A
It was
little
going to
bit.
happen eventually.
Note that he got back on Tuesday.
Monday morning.
Monday morning.
No,
and-
Tuesday.
I was gonna
Wait.
say, I thought you got back on Tuesday.
You got back on
No,
Monday
I got back on Monday.
because I picked you up from the airport.
Yeah, okay,
and
so he
I-
got back on Monday. It's Friday right now when we're recording this, and he's still tired.
Yeah. And that the second I got back, I had to go straight to class and take a test.
Yep, and I was there because I got him from the airport.
Yep. Yes, he did.
That's
So that
just
was-
no.
That was some booty. But you know, I got a
Yeah.
96 on that
Booty
test, so I'm
shaking.
pretty happy about that.
Hey.
Hey.
Exhaustion makes me work real well. But yeah, so
Like
that,
drugs.
that was my
Still
weekend at
killing
PAX.
it.
It was
So-
pretty good. I would not change any of it for a second. Obviously, a lot more happened, but you know, people watching the podcast don't need to know about all that. It's just business stuff, press lists, meeting people, getting cards, all that good stuff.
Yeah. He, I will say though, Rahlyx, fantastic job of,
Getting that word out
getting
about it.
Vestinium out there
Jesus.
and getting us some good contacts. So hopefully we'll get to see more from us in the future on those notes. But I'm not going to say
You'll
anything
see
about it
some
right now.
sponsored content. That would be
Right.
cool.
Maybe. Omnibus.
Sponsors? What are sponsors?
Revolver, please.
Devolver, if you paid me to play Omnibus, I'm gonna right now. Devolver, I know at some point you're gonna watch this because you have my business card, you have the YouTube channel. If you're watching this and you want to pay me to play Omnibus and talk up and down about how much I love it, I will do that. I'll do it even if you don't pay me. If you just send me Devolver related things, they don't even have to be physical things. You could send me an email that says Devolver loves you, and I go, you're goddamn right they do. And I'd be happy. That would sort me out.
Do you think you could do a 24-hour stream on Omnibus?
Yes,
By yourself.
easily. Not by myself.
Are you sure?
I could probably go through the story mode a couple times, but then I would need somebody to do multiplayer with me.
I would do it. I do it.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
right.
say, hey, that might happen. Just keep watching our Twitch channel. You might see that come up.
If you wanted me to hate Omnibus, that would be the way to do it. But honestly, I don't think 24 hours straight of playing Omnibus would make me hate Omnibus because I fucking love that game.
Yes, we know you do.
And if you're watching this, Mr. Dev Man, who's my friend, I'm not just fluffing your feathers. I fucking love this game. It is so much fun. I've played through the demo. I downloaded it yesterday. I played through the demo probably 7 or 8 times.
Wow.
I really love Omnibus.
I literally beat it like right before we did this. I beat the demo.
You
Yeah.
beat the story mode? You beat the
Yeah.
bank one? I can't beat the bank one.
The bank one's so easy. The struggle is, and I know exactly what you're getting caught up on, is you get the speed up, right? But then you go onto the platform and it pops you up a little bit because it's a lip.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that and I keep managing to like flip.
So what you have to do is you have to spin around on a speed pad until you get to like 200% speed and then just go. So that way, even if you
Boom.
pop up, you'll plow right through it at speed.
Well, no, I can break the bank. It's getting the money that's the problem. It's
Oh, you
getting up to
gotta
the million.
You got to be fast to get to break the bank.
Yeah, I know.
Because then your speed will be too high when you get out. Always aim for the blocks of cash. They're worth a lot more money
I
than
know.
just the bags. The bags are 25,000.
I got this. My highest is 750,000. I turtle.
I beat that mission on my first try.
Shut up. Get out. Get out.
Anyway,
I love.
we're gonna
Omnibus.
let you guys play the game because
Yes,
the demo
for
was a
real.
lot of fun.
Demo on my face. Make an annotation. Put it on my face. It's there.
It's gonna be in the description.
It's a lot of fun.
Put it on my face. It's an annotation.
He
It
wants
takes
it all
you
over
2
his face,
seconds.
guys. He wants
Just
it all
put
over his
Omnibus.
face. He wants it on
Fucking
his
take the
face.
logo and drop it
He
over
wants
my
it
webcam. I
on
don't
his
care.
face.
I
The whole
love that
time.
game. That
Just
game
the
is
whole
so
time.
much fun.
You should
You should just
contribute
you
to
know
the Rahlyx wants Omnibus on his face.
You know how Hangouts has those filters that like make you a dog?
Yeah.
If they had one that made me a bus, I would use it all the time.
So, are you in love with this game? Are you gonna marry
I
it?
love this game. It is so much fun. Like
God,
I
you're
could
in
pull it
love
up
with
right
that
now
game
and play it.
like You're in love with that game like Shondor is in love with The Witcher. That's saying a lot too.
The Witcher.
It's just so charming and goofy, and the text in it is hilarious. There's a mission.
Oh, it is.
There's a mission where you have to knock a gibbon monkey. I think it was a gibbon. Yeah. Because he didn't want to get in trouble, so I made it a gibbon instead of a gorilla. And he was on top of a very tall building.
Oh.
Throwing cars down. You have to knock him off the building, and it's hilarious. So the police say, "Omnibus, we need your help." And you do it, and when you beat it, they go, "Great work, now you're arrested." Haha, just kidding. And something about that is just like so goofy to me. I'm just like, that's amazing.
I
One
love
of the lines is like, "Omnibus, you're the greatest hero the world has ever known," and I'm just like, what?
I love
All you did was plow through a building.
I love the one where it was I think like the third mission on the demo. Yes, and he's like, "The city has directed traffic onto my mid-air football field," and you're like, "Wait, what?"
Like rooftop football field.
Rooftop football.
It's so good.
You're like,
That
"What?"
mission's fucking hard. That's one of the ones I struggled the most.
I beat him my first try.
Bullshit.
You didn't.
I did.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
maybe,
you
okay,
got
maybe
it.
second try, maybe.
Okay, there we go. Truth comes out.
Actually,
You know.
okay,
you know what I
actually, no.
did beat
Know
on
what
my
happened?
first-
What happened was first try, I didn't know what I was doing because I skipped through the text. So the first try, I didn't know what I was like. What am I supposed to do? And then second try, when I actually knew what I was supposed to do, I got it.
You
So
know what I
didn't-
did beat on my first try? My bet I had with Rahlyx in Stuntman.
You know, if we weren't recording the podcast, I'd just click hang up right now. But it
So-
would mess up the overlay that we're recording this on. So
So I got a couple of questions. I
Yeah.
think that pretty much wraps it up. But I have a couple questions about some games that I've seen from PAX South. Did you get a chance to play Screen Cheat?
no, but I wanted to. There was a huge fucking line for it.
So
Like,
Screen Sheet's hard.
so
Have you
Screen
ever played
Cheat
it?
Screen
Yeah,
Cheat is out for
I
the
played it.
PC.
I watched it.
So for those of you who don't know what it is a game where
First-person shooter.
it's a first-person shooter where every other player is invisible, so you have to look at the other person's screen to find out where they are.
It
And-
looked like so much fun. I just didn't have
It's
2 hours to sit around and wait to play it for 5
It's
minutes.
hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
I'm
So
excited.
It's out right now for PC.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
want
it's
to check
out?
that out? Yeah,
Yeah, it's already.
but
It's been
coming
out.
to consoles.
I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, it's coming out for
Um,
consoles, and that's why they did it. But
Let's see what else came out. How close we talked about.
There was this
Ooh,
one
that's
game.
cool.
I didn't get to play it. I can't remember what it's called now. It's a giant ship game.
I have it somewhere. Hold on.
Dreadnought.
Dreadnought. Yes.
Yep. That looked really fun. I didn't get to play it because again there was a huge line, and I also accidentally cut in the line. I like walked up and I was looking at it, and then the line started moving, and I moved with it, and I didn't realize it was like a snake. And then somebody was like, "Hey, you cut," and I'm like, "Oh shit! I didn't even realize there was a line. I'm sorry. I thought this was just people watching other people play." It's like the first day. I felt really bad.
Good job.
So I didn't go back. I just didn't go back.
But so yeah, Dreadnought is actually it's a tactical space combat sim from Jaeger, who actually is. It's weird because Jaeger made Dead Island.
Really?
I believe so. Let me check that real quick.
Dead Island is such a bad game.
It's see.
It's a bad game. Do not argue with me that it's not a bad game.
You
That
had
game
to
is
have friends
bad.
in order to have a good time.
I'm sorry. No, I'm
Even
sorry.
then.
They made Spec Ops: The Line, which was a fantastic game.
Okay, well now I'm on Dead Island. All right, even with friends, that game is not good.
Oh, I mean, it's broken as hell, but
It's so broken. The only reason I liked when I played through that game with my roommate was because literally the first 5 minutes of playing that game, a hacker popped in, gave us a gun with infinite bullets that electrocuted, and then left.
Yeah, welcome to Dead Island.
And so I just ran through, and I was just like, pow, 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 pow.
But it's fun when that doesn't happen with friends. That was the only way I could stand Dead Island was with friends. Like I bought Riptide because I thought people were actually gonna buy it, and no one bought it. So I
How do you-
haven't played past like the second mission.
Dead Island's dead
Waste
in
of
the
money.
water. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
you know, Dead Island
Hey.
2's coming out.
It actually looks
See how that
decent
is.
if they can.
I want to try it.
Well,
Honestly,
that's
if I'm gonna play a zombie survival game like that, I'm gonna play Dying Light.
well, Dying Light is fantastic.
Yes, it is.
I bought
By
that
the
game on a
same people.
whim,
By the same
and
people, so.
well, Dead Island 2 is coming out from a different.
Is it coming out from a different developer?
I
than
think
the
it
ones that made
is.
Dying Light because
It
I
is
know
coming
Dying
out
Light-
from Jaeger.
Oh, well,
No.
never mind.
I'm sorry. Oh, what? Dead Island 2 is an upcoming game that was in development by Jaeger, but is now being developed by an unnamed studio. Okay.
Unnamed.
Unnamed studio. So we
All right.
don't know who the studio is. It was Techland, and then they went with Dying Light, and so they went to Jaeger, and then Jaeger dropped it apparently.
Huh.
Jaeger was like, "Nah, fam, it's dead," and then another developer's like, "Nah, fam, it's not dead," and they just keep going. I just realized you're wearing 2 hats now.
Dangly parts.
What?
Have you not
What
seen
other
that?
games do you want to know about? What other games do you want to know about?
For me, I think that's well. I mean, you didn't play Dreadnought, so.
Yeah, I didn't get to play it. It looked like a lot of fun, but I was too embarrassed to go back.
Yeah. Did you play Lightfall?
Lightfall. What
It
is
is
it?
a atmospheric platformer.
No.
I feel like that's up your alley.
It
I
is.
didn't even see it.
It's according to Paste Magazine, which is where I've been getting all these quotes from. It has shades of Super Meat Boy and Ori and the Blind Forest. Ugh.
Those are 2 very good games.
Ori and the Blind Forest. I can
Yes.
read with the graphic look of Limbo.
Huh.
Ooh,
Limbo's a great game, by the way. Have you guys
Oh,
played
yeah.
it?
great game. I
It's a
love
very
it.
good game.
I got it for free because Games with Gold was nice and gave me Limbo.
Apparently, there's an achievement to beat that game without dying once. and
Dying
it's like,
5 times.
oh, is it dying 5 times?
5 times. That's ridiculously hard.
Well, yeah, because that game's just trial and error.
That's why you play through it a couple times, so you know.
I think you need to play through to more than a couple.
Yeah,
What about the final station?
No, I didn't play that one either.
Okay.
What was it?
One part The
I mean, I
Last
might have
of
played
Us, one part Snowpiercer. The final station is about a train traveling the tracks after a terrible catastrophe, which has reduced most of the world's populace to zombies.
Zombies. Again.
Zombies. Speaking of which, can we get into Left 4 Dead 3, Valve?
No.
I know that doesn't make that was such a random thought.
I mean,
but
if you want to play another kind of game like that, just go play Vermintide,
Vermintide.
which actually looks like a really awesome game that I haven't got my hands on yet. But
I'm
I mean, it's been
still
out for a
fucking sick
while.
of Left 4 Dead. Good
Dude,
game.
have you ever played
Like
have you looked at
Warhammer times
Vermintide?
Vermintide?
No, I haven't.
It's basically Vermintide if it was like medieval kind of thing.
So Left 4 Dead Medieval? You said Vermintide.
Or,
Medieval.
it's kind of Left 4 Dead but medieval, and you're facing a bunch of rat people.
That's
Are,
cool.
are you talking
Yeah.
about the Warhammer
Mhm.
end times Vermintide?
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, aren't you War Lizard from the Warhammer forums?
What?
Luke gets me. He knows what I'm talking about.
But yeah, no, I mean that's pretty much it.
Cool.
As far as PAX goes,
I think as far as PAX goes, and so now back to the Fine Brothers.
that look on his face, he's just like, "Nah, fam, I'm not
Love
doing
your
it
Alex.
today."
Love you, Alex.
Got the whole John Bernthal as Shane
Fam, I'm not.
hold up. Mash some, Rick. Mash some. You think you're good for this? You think you can do this, Rick? You in a fucking coma, Rick. I got this.
Not bad. Not bad.
I'm okay.
You should see Eric and I, Gockel and I, excuse me, we get into it because Rick and Shane's voices are very close to each other. And so, I mean, last year we had a whole thing because we lived next to each other last year. So it was
Right.
a whole thing where I'd literally just at 11:30 at night, I'd just kick open their door and I'd be like, Massum! You
Hey,
think you're good for Lori?
there's
You
a,
think you take care of Carl?
there's a developer's diary from Escape from Tarkov.
Carl.
I'm actually really excited for that game. Escape from Tarkov looks really good.
What
don't know
what game
anything
is that? I've never heard of that.
That
Or
was
I
the
might have. I could be wrong.
it's a Daisy style survival game.
Okay.
We signed up for the alpha, Rahlyx.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I didn't sign up for anything.
we signed up for the alpha. Maybe that was anyway. I don't know,
It might have been
I don't
someone
remember.
else.
It might have been someone else. I don't remember.
but
signing up
it
for
actually
the
looks decent. Like it looks like Daisy, but actually decent.
Oh wait, I remember you sending something like that. I remember
Yes.
looking at it and saying I was going to send it for the alpha, and then I never did.
Oh, I signed up for it twice.
Send it to. Okay, cool. I'll just get
Send
your
it to
extra
me. I want to try games.
I
feedback. You
will
don't
send
get
it to you.
to.
At this point, I'm just trying to see if there was any other major news. I'm browsing Reddit real quick to see if there was any other major news that came out this week. But I'm not seeing
okay.
anything besides. Oh well, Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro are holding a keynote presentation at DICE 2016.
Neat.
That's interesting.
This in a session
No,
titled
that's
"A
the-
Conversation." This is from the Dice Summit website. In a session titled "A Conversation with Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro," these master storytellers will offer insight into their creative vision and the driving forces behind their artistic pursuits. And it's being moderated by Jeff Keighley.
I got something to talk
Keighley.
about here. All right, we can talk about this for a little bit.
All right,
XCOM 2 just came out, right?
XCOM
Yeah.
2.
The only gamepad compatible with it is the shitty Steam controller.
Are you serious?
That's really bad.
Yep.
Way to go, XCOM.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I've heard that Rocket League is like 3 times better with the Steam.
See,
Gamepad.
I don't think so. And my reasoning behind it is, and I haven't played Rocket League with the Steam controller, but I have played games with the Steam controller.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a controller, what happens when you take your finger off the controller?
It goes back.
It goes to
You
zero.
stop. Yeah, it goes to 0. With the Steam
you-
controller, it
There's
doesn't
no
do that.
0.
It's like a mouse.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly
I
like
don't
a
like
mouse.
that. If I'm using a controller, I want it to act like a controller. If I
Yeah.
wanted to use keyboard and mouse, I'd use keyboard and
But
mouse.
no, people are actually very like a lot. I know a lot of people that are like Rocket League is way better with the Steam controller than it is with a normal controller, and I'm like I'd had to try it out for myself, but
Yeah. I appreciate what the Steam controller tried to do, but at the same time, it did not do it well.
it flopped. Just like the
Excuse
Steam
me.
machines are gonna flop like really hard.
I don't think they're gonna flop at all.
I'm uncertain about that because there's two sides to it for me with the Steam machine. The Steam machine is a really cool idea, trying to bring more of the PC to the console and trying to appeal to that, make it easier to put a PC in the living room, or maybe get console players to play more PC for for the same sort of investment.
Right.
And I get that, and I think that idea has a lot of potential.
But you're trying to
However-
get console gamers to look up what PC parts do.
Yep. Because you have like 12 or something different, 20 different versions. I don't remember how much it is, but there's like more than 10 different Steam consoles.
That's true. That's where Valve dropped the ball. I think
Yeah.
they should have had a unified Steam machine
Mm-hmm.
that they sold through Valve, that they like partnered with Alienware or HP or whatever they wanted to be partnered with,
Mm-hmm.
and that would have been that. And I think that would have been a lot better because you could have gone Steam machine Babby, Steam machine Big Babby, Steam machine Less Babby, Steam machine Big Man.
Yeah, like it would have been easy, but the thing is though, like I can tell you right now, my 14-year-old cousin who games a lot on console, he's not gonna give a shit about what.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be like good, bigger, better, best.
Yep.
That's all he's gonna see. But the thing is though, they're really forcing you to research like parts and whatnot.
Which most people don't want to do.
Nope. Especially like if you're just a console gamer, that's always been like I put game in and game plays.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Well, okay. You put game in, game downloads, I play game. There you go.
There you go. That'll do it.
Yeah.
That's it. Nailed
Yeah.
it.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm tapped out on PAX stuff.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we're kind of at that point. There's nothing more to talk about with PAX.
Yeah, a lot of the really exciting stuff that happened at PAX was more business related, not for the common viewer kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
You'll
Probably
see
don't-
in the
yeah,
future, though.
Y'all don't care about it.
hopefully you'll be seeing the results of all the wonders of my work at PAX.
Yes, he did a fantastic job.
And we're
So.
trying to go to PAX East, am I correct?
I'm myself and Gawkle22 will be
I know
there.
y'all got tickets. It's like
It's sold
impossible
out.
to find them anymore.
These two might. I would stress to you two, and also to anybody watching that really wants to go to PAX and didn't get tickets, r/PAX Pass Exchange. Go there, watch it very, very closely in the coming months. PAX East is April 20th through 22nd, I think. Let me double check that real quick.
April-
There was
wait,
an
what?
East one that just 5 days ago.
It's okay. It's the 22nd through the 24th.
Oh, that's like right before we get out of school.
Yeah, it's the week. Actually, it might be the weekend before that. But it's the weekend before the week that has Dead Day in it. But anyway, r/PAX Pass Exchange is going to get super busy close to end of March, start of April.
And you got to start just wrecking that place.
You really have to start just sending a bunch of messages out. Put up a wanna buy posting and all that kind of stuff because people won't change their plans until the last minute. There was a lot of people on PAX South that were sending me PMs because I commented on a couple posts trying to get passes. I got a lot of PMs after the fact going, hey, like, I really need to get rid of these passes. If you only manage to get like a Friday pass, I have a Saturday and Sunday pass. Please buy it from me. And I'd be like, nah, it's okay.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm
But I also
considering-
got my passes. I think face value for PAX South passes were $75. I got my passes for $60 each. So sometimes you can find a better deal. So there you go.
So if you guys want to go to PAX,
From
there you go.
right from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Got.
Horse mouth.
Whoa, what?
Have you
What?
seen that video where that horse like shakes his head up and down and it makes that like that smacking noise?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We'll show it to you after.
I don't
Yeah, we'll show
understand.
it up.
I'm really
It's-
confused.
It's amazing.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
gosh.
All right. Well,
Well, I believe that is it for us today. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Factually Opinionated podcast. My name is Nolanova.
I'm
Rahlyx.
TimperTimbre. Oh, you
fuck you. I'm
piece of
Rahlyx.
crap.
All right, I'm Rahlyx.
He's
Okay,
Rahlyx.
And I'm TimperTimbre.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Great.
a host. Screw you.
We're
You're
so
And here we
obsessed.
go. And we're going to
Yeah.
go ahead and
Nothing.
sign off. Thank you
You're
guys.
Ooh-wee. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Factually Opinionated podcast in 2016. We're super excited for what we have in store this year. If you guys have not yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button.
Do it now.
So you know.